class, whether it's a martial arts class or a yoga class, is really good for people because someone's telling you what to do. Like, okay, now we're going to work on arm bars from the mount. You know, hip to the mount. Okay, shift your hips to the left, grab the arm. In going through those steps, you're forced to concentrate on that thing, and because it's so intense, you're forced to be in that moment. And that, for a lot of people, is a real, not just a physical relief of exercise, which is fantastic for the mind, but the relief of focus and concentration alleviates a lot of the bullshit that is like that builds up when the mind is wandering. You know,
I noticed when I got to finally another month or two.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot not only physically as you said, but in that moment, you know, if your mind wanders too much, like environment, you can't wander. You have to be totally present in what you're doing. You know. It's just such a mental break that I had these issues when I walk into class and I walk out, I'm like, those problems, you call those problems, that's a joke. All of a sudden you're lightened up. You go rid of the heavy load that you're carrying, and there's nothing like it, you know, something that keeps you in the moment, not look at your body, your body, your mind, everything.
The gift of perspective.
Right?
Yeah, and some people get it from running. You know, I know some people, they just love or like running hills, especially, you know, because it's just so difficult. And then when you reach the top of that hill, you hit the milestone. You know, you hit that milestone, get to that hill, and just whatever reason, that effort of doing that, which is very intense and very difficult, just and when it's over, everything else seems like relaxed.
Big time. Even weights.
Yeah.
Weights feel awesome.
Sure. Anything. Just do something that you have to concentrate on. You know, like if you're lifting something heavy, like if you're trying to bench press or squat or something like that, like while you're doing that, that is what you're concentrating on. Isn't it amazing though that that's what the mind needs sometimes? Just one primary, singular thing to focus on, and to focus on intensely. It's almost cleansing in a way. Forces the pipes free.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you haven't touched for too long, and then you wake up suddenly, everything in your brain switches. So this shit that I thought I had on me, all this tension, all this stuff that I thought were real problems, you just haven't had sex for 2 months.
Oh, haven't had sex
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying you've had sex for too long.
No such a thing.
Whatever you're doing.
There is no such a thing.
Doing some sessions.
Yeah.
Some session work.
Marathon.
Yeah, that could fuck people up, man. I mean, I to this day think that is, especially for men, the primary reason why a lot of men exhibit like really pathetic behavior because they're trying so hard to get women to like them and nothing's working, and so they have fallen into this trap of becoming this like she-male thing, this like super feminist sort of always identifying with women's issues and trying to get women on your side, and it doesn't fucking work. Like Dave Rubin, a guy who was on the podcast the other day, he, by the way, great guy, great podcast, had a great time with him. But he tweeted something the other day, and it was a billboard that some poor fool had put up, and it said, "Dear women, on behalf of all men, I'm sorry."
That the PS to that would be, I'm really trying to get laid.
Really trying.
Please,
so
can you
hard.
help me with that?
Just someone touch my dick. Yeah. Please.
That would have been more honest. You know, just put that on the billboard and like put a number at the end. It's like, oh, poor guy, I get it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, not that there's anything wrong with siding with women if you agree that they've been fucked over, or looking out for them, or, you know, or sympathizing or empathizing. That's not the point. It's just the behavior. It's also an anti-masculine behavior, an anti-male behavior. And maybe it's because they identify those characteristics with bullying, or people that were mean to them, or people that, you know, cause them pain or frustration. But it's also like this, it's traitorous. You know what I mean? It's like you're a gender traitor, like in some ways.
And to me, there's that bullshit dichotomy there, where you either have the tough, strong, macho asshole who's also kind of doesn't care about anybody's feelings and is, but you're strong, that's the good side. Or you have the sweet, mellow, sensitive, but if you say boo, they go hide in a corner, and it's like both models suck. Neither one is a desirable way to be, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, and the problem is that in trying to get rid of the asshole male side, people have also gotten rid of the good stuff.
Yeah.
About being a man, about the strength, the firmness, and the stereotypical masculine quality. And like, that's not what we're trying to get rid of. That's the good stuff. You want to keep that. You want to get rid of, you know, the 1700s gender role and man has got around with that and the people kind of thing. I can see how that would be a good idea. But getting rid of that doesn't mean getting rid of the good stuff at all.
Exactly. That term, you heard the term toxic masculinity.
No.
That's an adorable term. They're like our social justice warriors are throwing around toxic masculinity. The real problem with men adopting this idea is that they ignore the negative things that women have done.
Right.
Because it's not about women, it's not about men, it's about nice people.
Yep.
That's really what it is. I mean, there's feminine qualities that are beautiful, and there's male masculine qualities that are beautiful, and there's people on both sides that are out of their fucking mind and batshit crazy, and side with women on every occasion just because you're a man. You're saying I'm sorry for Omen and my apologies. That's big shit. You know what you're doing. You need to run hills. Okay. You need to go to class. You need to take a yoga class. Do something. But
And get laid.
get
Yes.
laid. Get some culture.
It's like when you don't come from a place of need, suddenly you know like 10 times as much as before. There was
Yeah.
a period where I wasn't running on the typical street for most of my life. Where like, this woman, I want your attention. Look at
Right.
me, I'm great. I want something.
Yeah.
There was a period where seems actually the way where I didn't care.
Right.
It's like if we hang out, I am all with them. Happy to, but I don't want. Yeah, you're a beautiful woman. That's all. I don't want anything from you. And of course, the second that my brain switched away, suddenly you know 10 times more than before.
That's amazing.
It's there's something about being comfortable in your own skin. And
Yeah.
just not constantly acting because you're trying to impress somebody or you want somebody to, whether it's sex or attention, whatever that may be, you want something from them. It's like, this is who I am. You dig it, you don't, you don't. I'm still comfortable with who I am. It makes such a difference
Yeah.
when people relate to it.
I think also that regardless of the words you choose, and the way that you say them, and the sentences that you structure, I think people can feel intent, and they can. There's something about it. There's an intangible quality to a needy person. And even if they do say the right things, do it in the right order, you know, some women or some men are like, not this dude.
Yeah.
This ain't.
That's why you can read all the books in the world about the stuff you could say, but that's barely half of the game, you know. There's, it's who you are, it's not what you say, what the image is. Even because it's painful, you have to constantly keep up this image that's not really you, and you have to say all the right things. It's like, let's just search for that.
Have you ever paid attention at all to pickup artists?
Yeah.
And pickup artist game? Yeah, they're like they'll judge. It's hilarious. I've seen some videos online where they're actually critiquing people's approaches and strategies for getting women to talk to them. There's like videos on it where a guy will have a hidden camera and will talk to a girl. And like then the guys in the comments will be like, interesting, like opening, great game, I like how he's doing this. Like they have like moves, like they're talking about like jujitsu or something.
The
Chess.
way you lean to the right and
Yeah.
talking to her, that's cool. Come on.
But it's not real. That's what's crazy about it. I mean, I guess it will work on like some really fucking dumb girls. That's how like girls will find out like deep into a relationship like months later that the guy's like heavily in debt and wanted by the FBI and beats his mom. Like you don't find that shit out until because the guy tricked you with all this strategy. And if you can't read that, then you're not gonna know that something's going on.
That to me, if you have a really bad radar and you can get
Yeah.
vibes out of people, then you're dependent on what they say.
Some people are bad radar.
So what they say is a smoke screen. You know what they
Yeah.
say may be real, maybe not. It's people put on a show all the time. You're like, really, you didn't feel sitting next to the guy for 35 seconds at the time of the place or that woman is evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel it. It's not what they say.
But it's hard. It's hard to have sovereignty. It's hard to have personal sovereignty. It's hard to be at a place where you don't need anybody, where you're not needy, or when you're around a beautiful girl where you don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's hard, man. It's hard. Most men, I would say like 99% of men, when they're around a really beautiful girl, they just panic. They start. Even if there's no chance that girl's gonna fuck you, your behavior alters. It gets weird.
My solution to that is illegal in 49 and a half states. I think that going to
49 and a half.
yeah, because it's legal in rural counties in Nevada, but
Yeah.
going to insanely hot hookers, calm people down. For a man's standpoint, would be like, okay, if I want to go live with an insanely hot woman, I can.
Yeah.
Man, go, you're nice to them, they're nice to you, done. So if you do that, then in the back of your brain, it's not like every time you see a hot woman, you're like, I want this. It's like, oh, I can get this any other time in another way. If
Yeah.
you don't have game and you can get laid in other ways. At least you go to the nice, friendly hookers, you get laid with hot women, then hot women don't immediately trigger, I need something from you. It's like, yeah, you're another hot woman. I was talking to a hot woman yesterday, so what? You know, it doesn't have that same pressure to it. So then I have a big feeling that I'm not gonna get a TV program and Dr. Phil recommended. Just go to hookers, you will make your life better, but that's my thing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that is the wrong approach. It ain't about the woman being hot. It's about love, sir.
Right both my ankle.
The balls will rock if you do that long enough. So they gangrene, they fall right off. Yeah, I think that the idea of going to a hooker in America is a disgusting idea. Like, that's how we look at it, and as our culture, our culture is that prostitution is something foul. And you and I both have daughters. We don't want our daughters to be prostitutes, but if someone else's daughter wants to do it,
Well, that's the other thing. Like how you are. There are cases where somebody will come to say because they're like soft, and this and that's true or not. But I know we have to have concept workers who speak multiple languages, graduated from UCLA, they have jobs, they have money, in their ways, they have the power in this exchange because the way they're going to play it is they consider it kind of like dating, except that I pick my client. So he's like, he's looking around a lot, but I get paid bank for doing that.
right?
And that's a whole different, not all prostitution is the same. That's a whole different